Just hit hard, make the whole bar fall. Little bit sweet, little bit reckless. You can't hang, you can't handle Texas. Hands up high if you feel this heat. Dust in the
Hey, how's it going out there? This is the Beat and the Business with Boots, Stars, Guitars. I'm Tracy Two-Step. This is Ralph Miguel. Ralph, how are you?
How you doing, Tracy?
I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good out here, shouting it out for our artists, for our stations, radio, TV, broadcasting. We're live and live streaming, so we're doing all five in one. How's that?
Sounds good.
How are you doing?
You know, can't complain. Grand scheme of things, grateful. You know, it's just like everybody else, just moving along and doing the best you can. So,
well, I love that. You know, you had asked me about the guest tonight. The guest, Red Dirt Disciple. Red Dirt Disciple is on with us tonight, and you know, I think we're gonna have more questions for him than we'll have from me. It's going to be an interesting night and an interesting show. I have so many questions, and I'm already getting a lot of questions over here. So I actually am very curious, you know, with us running on radio, TV, and the things that we do, we focus more in that lane and decided to start our show. I'm curious. He's had a lot of success. He's very kind. I love his energy. I love his faith and commitment. And it's what I call real. So, you know, to find that real genuine kindness out there is always a great thing in the entertainment industry that we're in. So I thought it'd be great to bring him in and let's get his perspective. It's almost going to be like we're all three running a show because this is exactly what he is great at doing. So I'm so curious to ask him. And then I'm going to let you jump in there too with him since I already know quite a bit more. But again, Ralph Miguel, 100-meter scream. That is 100. You do not spell it. It is the number. 100-meter scream. This is Ralph Miguel, the lead singer. He is also with BSG, the Sergeant Two-Step Foundation. And again, I'm Tracy Two-Step with BSG, Boots, Stars, Guitars, and you're on the Beat and the Business right now. It is Red Dirt Disciple time. Let's bring him in. Boom. How are you doing? Let's see if he has sound.
I have no
over there.
sound.
Oh, I can hear you. You sound great. He sounds great. He's setting himself up right now.
Well, I was set up and I had sound and then it just like went out. So I guess you're going to have to do this micless. So
yeah,
got my sunglasses on because I got like a little Theo Vaughn feel, like a little Theo Vaughn vibe going on. You know, we're going to do this podcast thing, y'all. You know, I about to do it.
Yeah. I like that.
What's going on?
He's funny too. I like that. This is Red Dirt Disciple. He actually has a name, everybody. He's got a name. He's got a name. His name is Eldon. Eldon.
Eldon, the Red Dirt Disciple. That's right.
That's right. The Red Dirt Disciple. We're so glad to have you on over here at BSG. I'm already getting messages over here. They're saying they love you already. Everyone, be sure to tune in, share. Your brother, your mother, your sisters, your dog, your goldfish.
I'm easy to love.
Yeah. Go ahead and share that out. How do you spell? Eldon is Eldon. Red Dirt Disciple. I don't believe you're asking me how to spell that.
Disciple.
Yeah. It's one of our listeners. Actually, it's one of somebody's co-hosting on the other side over here. I'd like to jump into the show. I did see that we have songs too, but Ralph, would you want to go by Eldon?
That's fine. Everybody calls me Red. I mean, that's just kind of my nickname. So I'm gonna try this sound one more time.
Okay. Red, I could grab a song while you're doing that.
Take a second. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you. I have sound, except for I got reverb on here.
His voice sounds crystal. Sounds crystal.
There we go. Take the reverb off, and voila.
There you
So
go.
I have reverb on because sometimes I do karaoke on live and stuff. I sing a little bit. I mean, I dabble.
I like it.
I dabble.
I like it. So where am I having reverb now?
You're having reverb. You're having echo.
Yeah, now I'm having echo.
I can unplug.
I can hear a little bit.
Okay.
You did.
I'm just gonna unplug. I have another idea. I'm gonna do something else.
Red, I'm gonna grab a song while we are waiting. So right here tonight, Ralph Miguel, who's with us co-hosting, I'm gonna go into a song really quick while we have Red. Wants to go by Red. It's Red Dirt Disciple, everybody out there. And I'm going to go ahead and grab something for you. It is something that 100 Meter Scream actually put out as a cover. And here we are going with Crazy.
Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so blue. I knew that you loved me as long as you wanted. And then someday you'll leave me for somebody new. Crazy. For loving you. Why do I let myself worry? Wondering, what in the world did I do? I knew that you loved me as long as you wanted. And then someday you'll leave me for somebody new.
Boom. There we go. That is Ralph Miguel right there with 100 Meters Scream, while we have Red Dirt Disciple setting up with us tonight live here on the show with the beat and the business of BSG. How is it going out there tonight? We're waiting to have Red pop back in. He's checking his settings right now. He could not hear that amazing song that was coming through right there. Hey, how's it going? All right. Let me add you there and
There we go.
remove you here.
That's better. I switched
Yeah.
devices. Something's going on with my phone. So
Yep.
all right.
It's something I was just telling the live audience out there. Like it's really strange. It is Apple product.
Yeah.
I love my Apple products though. Look at that room. Oh my goodness, everybody.
I mean, I'm like seriously on an iPad. So I mean, I don't know. Technology.
There's this, that's why. So in an iPad and iPhone, there's an actual setting off air. I can tell you exactly what it is. You're getting a lot of messages here. Hey, how are you doing, Red? It is Jamie Maddox. Shout out to you. There's our radio station here, 99.9 KERB.
That's DJ Rittenhouse's wife. That's my sister.
Oh, there you go. Oh, we love her. She's great in a show too. There you go, girl. Do it like you did it last time. You can engage in our show. It's live comments. You can ask questions.
Go.
So bring it on. I see our lovely, amazing radio station over there, everybody. 99.9 KERB, right out of Houston. We are global, but we are right here out of Texas. We are building the lane for indie artists, for our veteran artists, and our red dirt artists. So everybody's saying, "Hey, Red."
What's up?
Sorry,
everybody?
Tracy. Boo Boo Terror had to make his appearance because he was gnawing at my feet like a piranha. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to scream. I gotta see if our manager, Dr. G, can grab her little boy because you guys want to see me twitching or. He's got little sharp fangs, believe it or not.
And he is talking about a little dog that he is holding that is a baby dog.
I see that.
Yeah.
I see that.
My
wife has a little miniature schnauzer, and I have an 80-pound giant schnauzer.
Oh wow!
So, yeah,
they get along.
We got a little cat.
Oh, okay. Big happy family.
There it is.
They all get along.
Oh yeah, we got the cat when she was a kitten. So
okay.
I don't know. It seems like sometimes dogs realize that it's a kitten, but you try to bring an adult cat in the house and they're like, hey, yeah, no, I'm gonna eat you.
Yeah. It's amazing how these little ones, for some reason, become like the alphas and they kind of order around.
I know. Yeah, like my little one puts my big one in his place all the time. I'm like,
it's incredible. I see it time and time again. It's like this little guy, man. He's got a personality on him, and it's like he's not like the little time I'm here. It's like my sneakers already have like little like vampire holes, and then right now my feet were like just chopped. So let me see if Dr. G can grab the here.
Right on, man.
Yeah. Oh, hey,
guys, we're here on the show with Red from Red Dirt Disciple right now. I did just see your message from the radio station. And good luck to you. Talking about finding 5 different animals, plus it's like 5 dogs with a kitten under her husband's truck. And I'm like, ooh, good luck with that one. I don't know. I know that you'll do well with
time.
It. Here, there you go.
Put the Theo Vaughn back on. It's adoption time.
Adoption time. There you go. She knows what to do. She's very educated. So we love our stations out there. Thank you to 99.9 KERB and One Star Radio. One Star Radio actually is our radio station that does focus in a lot of red dirt music. So I am very curious about you, Red Dirt Disciple. Just on that name alone, I happen to know a little bit more that you are in that red dirt country genre circle. And
I am a little bit here, I'm like DJ, man. We're going to use the word mud again. Right. So, in my early 20s, I'll be 50 tomorrow. Believe it or not. Look at this.
Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
In my early 20s, I started in radio. You couldn't tell by the voice, right? I've always had a very projected voice. It was a local radio station here in Oklahoma City. And I didn't really necessarily work directly for the radio station. I guess you could say I was intern. I did a lot of commercial spots, voiceovers, concert promotions, co-hosting. Every now and then I'd fill in for a DJ. So that's kind of how I got my start, and that's really where I developed my love for independent music and independent artists, because I was involved in several shows that were all independent driven. That moved me into managing a few artists, doing more concerts. I would do concert promotions, MC the concerts, and so it's really Ron Dryden sold the radio station. It kind of crushed the local scene here. The independent scene kind of went down. Some of the DJs started an online thing and tried to keep it going. I think it's still going. I just kind of at that point, my son was young. We put him in Boy Scouts, and I'm like, I just walked away from it all, right? But I kept some contacts. I kept, communicating with people in the industry. I kind of kept up with what's going on, new trends, this, that, and the other. I didn't really I just wasn't working in the industry anymore. And fast forward to now, about a year and a half ago, I was on TikTok, and I'm watching these independent artists. They would come into, you got your chat rooms and everybody's talking, and you'd have a musician come in, and they'd find out he was a musician, and then it would turn into one of those like, oh hey, sing a song for us, and it was like a sing monkey sing show, right? So I was like, okay, this is cool. They're giving him a voice, they're giving him a chance to play his music. But right after they would get done playing, conversation was back to normal. Like, no, hey man, how'd you come up with that song? Tell us a little bit about yourself. So they really didn't have a voice; they just got to sing. And so I
Yeah.
was like, and there's got to be more for these guys. So here comes my independent heart again. I'm like, I got to do something, right? So me also being a man of faith, I'm like, God, what are you trying to tell me here? Are you wanting me to get back into this thing? How do I get back into this thing? I prayed about it for a few weeks. And one day I was sitting here in this office that I've converted into my studio. And I'm like, I see my little 2-channel Behringer system sitting over in a box. And I go, I think I should start a podcast. So again, prayed about it for a little while, kind of got some confirmation, and I started the podcast, started independent, online interviews, and then that moved into me going to Nashville. Well, it actually moved into me becoming a member of the CMA. So I did the Country Music Association of Nashville. I went to CMA Fest, did 10 independent artist interviews in person live during CMA Fest last June. And then I went back again for the Josie Awards, right? Thank you for the birthday wishes, Gloria. Thank you, Biggie Paul. I remember him from DJ's interview. Um, so I, it kind of just has evolved into again getting into where, okay, I've met so many great people, and actually one of the artists I interviewed in person was DJ Rittenhouse in Nashville, and we had kind of already started developing a relationship. We met through a mutual podcaster friend of ours, and we had kind of hinted around, joked around about me getting back into management, maybe being his manager. And lo and behold, here we are, several months down the road. Right after the Nashville interview, we contracted up, and we did that. So and I've kind of kept it light and low, because one, I still work full time, I still have my podcast, and I don't want to, I'm not a person that's gonna overcommit, right? Like, I want, if I give you myself, and I'm like, hey, I'm working for you. I'm going to do this. We're going to team up. We're going to
Yeah.
work on your career. I don't I don't want to over promise, right? I want to be able to have the time to focus, because now your career's in my hands. So I have to be, I was like, okay, I'm cautious. I took on a couple of more female vocalists. Didn't really work out. Just different reasons, nothing bad, just didn't really
Hmm.
work out. So I'm like, okay, I'm good with DJ. Gives me time to focus on his career, gives me time to do my podcast. Since then, I have even backed off of my podcast a little bit, online interviews wise. I only do in person now. So
Oh yeah.
now that like I did 2 last night. My buddy's got across the street's got a studio. We did 2 in person. One, a Texas artist came up. You know her. Matter of fact, I got it right here. Bandana woman right there, Suzanne Band. So
There you go.
she gave me a little autographed coffee last night. So we did an in-person interview
Nice.
with her. We're
I
gonna get
like
that
the
up on
CD.
Spotify pretty soon. And then I did another interview. And so now that they're in person, I have even more time to focus on DJ's career and more ideas for my podcast as well. Now I'm getting into more doing like festivals and stuff. I'll be at the Born and Raised Festival in September with Tracy Lawrence, Red Clay Strays, May Estes, Gavin Adcock, so many big names, and it's going to be and my buddy Daryl, the Red Dirt DJ on TikTok, at 106.9, I believe, out in Sallisaw, Oklahoma. He's the one that kind of hooked me up with that, and so networking is key in this industry. Networking is how you make it. It's you got to get out. You got to get out from behind the screen. You got to go out, shake hands, kiss babies, and you've got to network. And
Right.
social media is a great networking tool, and it's been a great networking tool for me. But it only takes you so far. You still got to get out there. You still got to get face to face. So, and that's kind of where I'm at in my career as far as my podcast goes.
Well, I would
Um,
say it's actually very, very successful. I was looking at your numbers and looking at some things, and I actually think so. It was probably around November of last year that I started doing something different, and I'm
yeah.
not even going to mention it on here. But I happen to think that you were doing yours in a certain way that I knew I needed to flip around and try to do something different, and I'm kind of going down that road right now. And so I believe that you started yours that way, and that is where the build up. So there was a lot
Yeah.
more build up in the way that you went about it rather
Yeah.
than the way that I went about it.
Yeah.
So just learning from you, I mean, when we're off air is going to be great because really it's
Yeah.
about supporting the artists, right? Like getting their
Yes.
music out. Let's
100%.
get them played. Let's
Yeah.
get them on radio. Let's get them like our TV partner. I mean, we've been lucky. So, like you said, networking,
Yeah.
get out and
Yeah.
speak at conferences, go to the music festivals. There's different
Yeah.
ways, but there's an interesting piece here that I'm leaving out for on purpose. But
Okay.
I happen to believe that I'm right, but I'm going to wait and have that conversation with you
Okay.
rather than just throw it out there and say I know I'm right. But how are you doing out there? I do see you out there. Nice to see you.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
Red,
if you'd have told me a year and a half ago that, or I guess it's been it's actually it's a little over a year and a half that I'd have done some of the things that I've done in the short amount of time that I've done it, I probably would have laughed at you. I mean, I'm not bragging, not patting myself on the back or anything, but I mean, I was literally hanging out with Neil McCoy last weekend.
yeah,
It's things like that. He was one of my favorites growing up. 90s country. It was like, let's go, Neil McCoy, legend. Again, networking led me to that, right? Because I became friends with his sound man, and that's how I kind of made that connection. And I met his sound man through another mutual acquaintance. So it goes back to networking. It's all, just meeting the right people, right place, right time, and just putting yourself out there and stepping out on faith really is more. That's really all. If I could give any advice to anybody, artist, media, whatever it is, just step out on faith and just walk through that door and test it. And if it's for you, keep going. If it's not, turn around and try another door. It's yeah, I don't know.
that's a
It's the
good
best advice I
lesson
can
in
give.
life.
Yeah,
That's like
yeah,
in all around. I mean, and I'm curious, that you've interviewed multiple artists from emerging talent who might be starting out to established names. So I'm
yeah.
curious about the conversations that have impacted you the most. Have you had a situation that you were in that actually just impacted you and stands out?
You know,
Or
um,
funny? You can always go with the funniest one.
yeah. God, I gotta think back because I mean, for almost a year, I did one a week for over a year. So
You
I would
sound like
say
me.
that I would probably say that there's been some growing pains. There's been some that I've met that, man, I've fallen in love with and I'm good friends with today.
Yeah.
name a few: DJ Rittenhouse, Troy Starr, Sarah Beth Brewer, several that I've just,
Okay.
that's just to name a few that I'm close to. But there's been the ones you know, that's hurt me too, right? So there's been
Yeah.
some learning curves, right? So
Yeah.
I've had to learn and pray for a little more discernment in some areas, and so I know who I can trust and who I can't trust. Because I mean, as well as I do, we're in the music industry. There's some snakes out there, and some gatekeepers. Oh, did he say it? So,
Hey, I
um,
speak the
you know,
truth, so I'm glad that you do too. I like it when
yeah.
people speak the truth.
Yeah,
And,
I would say I don't really know that if I have one that's most impactful, because here's one, and this is kind of where the disciple part comes in. Really, is not only is the disciple part on a secular realm of just connecting and networking people together and building a network, because that's, I mean, that's a form of discipling, bringing people together, right? But I'm, as far back as I can remember, I've always been the type of person, and I really feel strongly this is a gift that God has put in me, and I love it, and I'm glad that He put it in me, because it really gives me an opportunity in a lot of different areas. But I've always connected with artists. It's always been one of those things where artists don't open up to a lot of people. They speak through their music, right? And so I've always been that type of person, for some reason, that they've gravitated to. They feel like they can trust me. There's times my phone rings at 2 o'clock in the morning, and somebody, Red, man, I need to talk. You got a minute? I need to get something off my chest. I need somebody to talk to. I need somebody to listen. I'm going through this in my marriage. I'm going through this. I'm like, so that is the deeper side of the disciple part of my name. So
yeah, and getting in there, I like all of that. I mean, and everything that you're doing. I can't wait to actually be able to do more moving down the road. Since we have been, radio has been around me too for, I think, since I could crawl.
yeah,
So, uh, radio and networking out there and being on that end of things, marketing, PR, radio stations, and the TV stations. So we are able to, and a whole media platform that
yeah,
we're with. So being able to do that and be able to actually get, like, even when we play music here tonight, it's gonna pull those codes as long as everybody's got their music logged
yeah,
in
yeah,
properly. And if
yeah,
not, then we can that's a whole different show that we would have to teach you on a Wednesday
yeah,
about properly logging your music. So there are a lot of starting steps.
yeah,
This show is really for some leaders. Like, to me,
yeah.
you're a leader, Red. We talk about red dirt. Here's where it gets interesting. So when we talk about red dirt music, it is very interesting when people start popping up and they're like, well, what is red dirt music? Is it? And I'm like, well, originated in Oklahoma and North Texas, kind of blends country, Americana, folk, rock, bluegrass, outlaw influences. Basically, it's music out there, folks. It's
Lawton,
independent
Oklahoma, to be
music,
exact. Lawton, Oklahoma.
storytelling.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You
and I'm
can't.
just
That
wondering
blows
your
people's
answer to
minds when I
that.
tell them that. I'm like, I even at the Josie Awards, I was like, there was some red dirt artists there, and I was like, can you tell me where it was born? And they were like, Texas, and I go, Lawton, Oklahoma.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah,
it's north part of Oklahoma, correct?
yeah. It
Northern
is
area.
actually it's actually close to Wichita, Texas.
Yeah.
It's down. It's on the southwestern part of Oklahoma. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
actually had to look it up because I've been in Tulsa for school. Uh that's a whole different thing when
yeah.
I thought I was leaving
so
music,
so
and
I mean, I
I
kind of want
didn't.
to backtrack just a little bit, because
Go for it.
my name is, yes, I'm into red dirt music. I love red dirt music. It's ingrained in me, but my name, the red dirt part of it, is actually really deeper than just music. A really good friend of mine, his name is, we'll just call him Bug, because that's what he goes by. Everybody in the Jeep community in Oklahoma knows Bug, and this man and his family, I had, for a while in life, I had really kind of forgotten how to love. Like, I just, I was bitter about things. I was mad at life. I was, kind of in a dark place. And we would have work days at Bug's house working on our Jeeps. His kids call me uncle, right? That's how close we are. And we, just being around his family and just seeing how they interacted with each other, it reminded me of, this is what it's about. And so his family really kind of help pull me out of a dark period in my life. And help me get rid of some negativity in my life and things like that. So the reason why Red Dirt is important in that is because he was the original founder of Red Dirt Jeeps, Oklahoma, the largest
Ah,
Oklahoma Jeep club. So that's kind of where the Red Dirt idea came from, but it also tied in with Red Dirt music. So like I said, it's a little. I'm a deep guy. Like everything I do has meaning. I promise you.
I like every bit of that. And we've got both stations tuning in. So shout out K Ray. I see you. Anytime we mention Red Dirt,
Yeah.
you just mentioned those two words. She's like,
Right.
hey, she's looking all
We gotta
around.
check
And
it
I'm like,
out.
I
We gotta
got you.
check it
I
out.
got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
we got you. We've got a lot coming for our stations that we're building up. So we are glad to meet you, Red. And that story is one of those impactful stories that you just told. So
Yeah.
I was definitely paying attention, but I want you to know that your buddy Troy over here has sent in several messages and wants to make
Yeah.
sure that you see he's
Yeah.
over here.
Troy Starr is my boy. That he's Colorado, Nashville recording artist Troy Starr. He's got a song out called Outlaw Gospel, and he's got another one coming out June 19th. That's gonna blow your minds. It's great. It's awesome.
Okay. Well,
He's one of my oldest friends since I've started this thing, and he's a great guy. You guys will love him. Check him out.
yep.
Troy
Letting him
Starr.
know I've seen every comment and while you were talking, and I was making sure that he understood that we got you out here. I did
Yeah,
notice
I
that he
can't see
did.
him.
Yeah, he did. Well, I'm pulling him up. It depends on. I might need glasses here soon, but running multiple channels over here. When I look to my left, yes. So Troy is over in one section doing messages, and then I've got another section over here. So I have like 5 monitors all around me in order for us to
Yeah.
do multiple stations, TV and radio, and live stream to everybody out there. So be sure to put your questions and comments in. We are live actually right now with Red Dirt's Disciple. Get that right. Red Dirt Disciple, Disciple.
You
Red
got it.
Dirt
You got it.
Disciple.
You did it.
You
You
have
know how
to
many
do that.
times that I
Trust
go in
me.
like a live chat and people are like, "Hey, Red Dirt Discipline," and I'm like, "Okay, get your glasses on."
Discipline. There you go. That sounds like a
I'm here to punish you.
yeah, exactly. This is my favorite comment of all times. Yes, I am 29 and holding. I'm loving it out there. Now, I happen to notice that you did send in a few songs here. I'm very
I
curious.
did. So, kind of, where one of the networks that I have built, and I do a little bit of songwriting myself. I've never like written a full song myself, but I do some co-writing, and I've kind of teamed up with a guy named Tyler Summers. We He has a song that he sang for me in one of my lives that's called Coyotes Cry. He has given me that song, and I plan on recording that song sometime next year myself. So I'm actually going to step off into being a little bit. I'm not trying to be an artist, but I want to record it. It's important to him. He wants somebody to record it. I sing it very well, and it fits. It fits because
Yeah.
it's a story about him and traveling and being away from his family, and he lives in Northern California in the mountains. There's a lot of coyotes, and so the name of the song is Coyotes Cry. I don't have a demo of that. I have an acoustic version of it, but I did send a couple of his songs in because him and I are working on a couple of other songs together that we're
Okay.
co-writing that we will pitch to artists. But Tyler Summers is a great songwriter, and he sent a couple in for me to share with you guys.
Okay.
So part of my network is I've got a huge network of songwriters, and one of my ultimate goals is to get a little more into early artist development, and part of that is co-writing with other writers. I mean, that's just part of the development process. They need these young artists that are just getting started. They need to know that that's important. And in just writing a song yourself, sometimes it's just not the way to go. Two minds are better than one. Even if I mean, you're a writer, right? So you get writer's block, and you may be stuck on a song. It may take you a year before you come up with anything else for that. But if you go to one of your like-minded co-writer or writer friends and you go, hey, help me with this, they might have a different bird's eye view of that, and then you can finish it in a matter of minutes. So I always highly encourage co-writing in a lot of situations. So I
do
want
too. I encourage a collaboration.
Yeah.
So when you start collaborating, a lot more you can open up and have a lot more come out of that. So you found songwriting over here. Both of us, you fell into I don't know if anybody warned you. I have a feeling somebody might have that talked to you, but I don't even know. I can't count anymore where I'm at, but we have a lot in common. We have a whole lot in common. I'll be dropping one June 19th, 250 America. So it's about America 250. And it's only because there are certain subjects and certain things that it needs to come from me. So they need it to come from me. That is the only reason. Otherwise, I don't like that part. I really love songwriting. I love marketing, PR, being on the other side. I really don't want to be honest. I don't want to be on the stage, but I'm in it. I'm in it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love everything you're saying. I'd actually like to grab one of those songs. What is the name of that song that you'd like to play? Catch It?
Either one of Tyler's songs. I think there's what are the two that I sent you?
I've got Catch It by Tyler Summers right here.
Catch It is a very fun song. It's let's play
that one. Have some fun. Here we go, everybody.
Love that song.
Here we go. It's called
Now, these are AI concepts, but I know for a fact that these are written by him. So I'm not one to promote AI, but I understand as a songwriter, as long as you're not putting it up on streaming platforms to make money, it's a good tool for a concept, and it's cheaper than doing a demo. I mean,
you're right. And I
speak
speak at a lot of music conferences. Trust me. There is a place for it, and there's a lot of people that were like, "You either get with the program or get off the bus because it's here." And I use it as an assistant. I call it my assistant. It helps organize me. I'm a creative person, so I let it organize me, my files, as a tool. So using it as a tool is different from actually making your song. So here is Catch It by Tyler Summers, and that is Somers.
We're out here living life, hit the road, roll the dice, cold as ice when I need to be. Life is good, no need to freeze. I know that hand can turn, time will burn, let it burn. Don't sweat the clock, it's all for show. Time will come and time will go, spent, so life's worth something. I've held a hand of gold, a hand of fold, and let it go. Life is ours, so I'm the host. Time is short, we'll We're wild and free. We're wild and free.
Hey, that means that we love that. If anybody's watching this show live, I'm telling you right now, I was in the middle of writing back to someone that I used to work with in the paper when I used to go interview bands like on stage. I was kind of surprised to see someone tuning in saying hi. Tyler's voice all of a sudden just went out there, and I know that my face, I could tell. I looked up at the screen and read you were laughing. And it's because I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
So the song is very catchy. So like, remember, like, that is an AI concept. So although Tyler does sing, he has a good voice. He doesn't think he does. That is not him singing. That is a concept. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the whole song in general, though. So
it
definitely got me right there. I loved every bit of it. And
the lyrics are very, it's a fun song. It's very fun.
Yeah.
So
we all need fun. We all need fun.
That song's up for grabs. If there's any artists out there, it could be yours. It's up for grabs.
There you go.
I like the steel guitar that's in it.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
And the rhyming scheme with the lyrics are very good. That's always what I'm listening for, and it has a bit of that melodic element.
Yes,
that's I'm always listening for. It doesn't matter what genre. Tracy knows that about me. I'm always listening for that. A little bit of atmosphere, melodic, and
you got them producer ears.
Yeah, well, I've been around for a bit, man, so I kind of know what I'm talking about somewhat. But no, and Tracy knows me. I'm a hard critic. I usually, if I have nothing really nice to say, I'll use some other complimentary adjectives or something. But if I'm saying it like that, it's because it's warranted. And no, it's a great song. But if you don't mind, Tracy, real quick. Well, first of all, Red, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
And what's your age-defying secret? Because I told Tracy before, so hey, this seems like a pretty young guy. I thought you were like in your 30s, and then you say like you're turning, feel like, wow, okay, he's almost,
only thing I can really contribute it to is so recent. I've always been told that there's native blood in my family, but my cousin not too long ago did ancestry.com and couldn't find a drop. So I was like, you know what? I think I'll do it. So a few years ago, I did it, and I found out that I am 50-something% Scottish, 17% Irish, and the rest all Northern Celtic heritage. So I'm as white can be. So I would have to just say that maybe it's my Viking blood. I don't know.
Could very well be.
That's a good thing. It's genetics. So
yeah. My dad's still out doing construction, 80-something years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's some strong chromosomes in DNA. Also, I was going to ask you if you were a musician, but you had answered that. But I knew you were, because I can see the reflection on the back of your screen there of two acoustic guitars.
Okay, so I'm learning. I don't play yet, but I am learning, and I do have a couple. So I have this nice custom Jay Terster here. I'll show him. Can I show him off?
Yeah, I love to see it.
So I have this nice little custom Jay Terster here. That's very beautiful. Red sunburst.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous guitar.
It's got the crosses on it. And so about 12, 13 years ago, I shattered my left wrist. I'm left-handed, and I had to have reconstructive surgery done on it. So learning has been a bit challenging on some of the necks on these guitars, especially anything with like a Gibson neck. So I just recently, just so I can learn a little bit better, I bought a parlor guitar. This is what they call a lag. LAG. This is their Savage series, which is their green series. So the wood that looks like koa wood is actually the same pine stained that they use for their fretboards.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
the sides and the back is made out of eucalyptus.
Oh,
So
Oh,
the
nice.
whole entire guitar is made out of invasive plants and trees.
Huh.
So sounds really good. I mean, this thing's got an electric tuner on it, and it
yeah. I
sounds
saw that.
like a full size guitar, man. It sounds really good. My neighbor across the street's very fluent in playing, and I took it over to him, and he was impressed. He was like, "Wow." He's like, "That is probably one of the best parlor guitars I've heard."
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I would probably put it against a Taylor any day.
Oh, wow.
One of the baby Taylors, yeah.
That's
Um,
saying something.
it sounds really
It's saying
good.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. And this one is my Washburn that my brother gave me, and it's
Oh,
really become more of like my signature guitar, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
any artist that I interview in person now gets to autograph this.
The wash.
There's Neil McCoy.
Oh,
So,
okay.
had to throw that out there. Um, so yeah, so I got a few guitars, and I'm learning. I'm just not there
Okay.
yet.
I heard you're gonna attempt to, to record that song, so that's great to hear. I'll be curious to hear what comes out of you. You seem to have good taste. But another question that's bugging me, right behind you, is that a largemouth bass or is that like a tarpon?
That is a striper out of
Oh,
Hot
it's a
Springs,
striper.
Arkansas. Yeah,
Oh,
42
okay.
pounds. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, because it looks like a saltwater tarpon or like an
Yeah.
enormous bass. So I was like, okay, is that wow, that's
Yeah,
huge.
that's a 42-pound striper out of Hot Springs. My dad and I both caught two running together at the same time, a male and female, and they were
Oh,
both
wow.
42 pounds. And I paid it was a Christmas present for my dad. I paid for a striper guide to take us out, and
Yeah.
we both landed some nice ones, and so it was a good experience and a great memory for dad and I. So
Oh, yeah.
what's funny is this is really cool too. There's a line down the center of this, and if I took the camera up there and showed you, it's the letter F. The line, just that one line, is the letter F. Well, my last name starts with F. My dad, the male fish, that's the female. The male fish has the same line in the same spot, but it's a backwards F.
Oh, wow.
Wow. How
Yeah.
serendipitous.
Yeah, right.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
that's a cool story. What are the odds of that? Right?
exactly. Like it's kind of like one of those things. Hey, it's meant to be, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
It's
most
meant to
most.
Those
be.
fish are labeled. They had our name on it.
Oh, oh man, wow. Well, yeah, it sounds like a fun trip to do with like dad. That's
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely,
Wow,
man.
well, that's
Absolutely.
great, man. Well, I'm glad to hear that. So,
I'm an
well,
open book, man. You can ask me anything.
yeah. Well, I heard. I don't want to cut into Tracy too much, but I heard when you said something earlier about the music business, and I've had this discussion with other guests about how you have to kind of traverse the landscape because there's a lot of good people out there, but there's also some people that aren't. You can't say the same thing. We call it just the grifters, and which being in the business for quite a while, I've encountered quite a few, and they come in like sheep's clothing. But I'm glad you called that out, because
Yeah,
that's a lot of musicians, especially a lot of upcoming musicians, especially the younger artists, they have all these hopes and aspirations. And what's really
yeah,
sickening
yeah,
with these people is that they take that and they use it against them. It's a
yeah,
manipulation tactic,
yeah. It is. Yeah,
and
100%.
it's pretty grotesque, but I've seen it time and time and again. I'm still seeing it right now.
Yeah,
And but I'm glad that you're kind of looking out for that. And I can see that
yeah,
anybody.
and that kind of goes into some of like the artist development stuff I was talking about, right? Like
Yeah,
a lot of artists, especially a lot of ones just starting out fresh, they're like, okay, I'm going to do music and I need a manager. No, you don't. You need to learn the business. you
yeah,
because you
Yeah.
don't know if that manager's running your business right. You need to know the business before you hire somebody
yep,
else to run your business,
yeah,
because that's essentially what you're doing. Like a manager, I mean, record labels got it a little bit backwards because and they can, because hey, we're going to give you this advance, we're going to give you this advance, and but you have to report to this manager, right? So
yeah,
in that case, yeah, you do work for your manager because now the label owns you. but the way it should be is you should know the business and you should hire a manager to run your business, and he works for you. He or she works for you. Like it's like you're the CEO of Walmart, right? You hire
Yeah.
managers to run your stores. So if you don't know the business, you don't need a manager. You need to learn the business, and that's really where a lot of the artist development side of things, when I was talking about, that's the biggest part of it, is teaching them the business, right?
And then you need to know, that's is really important, the small fine print,
Yes.
because that's where they get you. And
Yes.
and I've said this before. I mean, many years ago, kind of signed to a label and all that, but it's like I talked to my old friend that was in the band originally. He's like, why didn't we have, Dr. G, who manages us, really close friend and everything, and she's really made a world of a difference for us. And
Yeah.
she is a so-called medical doctor. She is, and her mind just and then I look back and I said, why didn't we know this back then? And it's like, well, it's not really convenient for you to know.
Yeah.
I mean, because you start asking questions and you start kind of rattling. Then it's like,
because they know the more you know, the less they make, and so
exactly. So I'm glad to see. I can see that any artist under your management skills will probably be, definitely be in good hands.
I hope so, man. I want to do a good job for them, man. It's their livelihood, it's their family, it's their careers, and I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing for them, and it's DJ and I, we have regular business meetings. We talk about business, and he tells me what he wants and don't want, and I go out and try to make it happen for him. So
I can see, Red, that the thing is that you're not just trying to make the bottom dollar. It seems that you have there's a certain check that you want to be good, and you don't want it to bounce, and that's the cosmic check. When it's all said and done, you want that to be really good when it's all said and done, and have as little regrets and do what's right. And I try to follow that rule too. So that's really important. And
that's cool.
Yeah. So okay, I admire that. So
I'm
gonna have to turn this ceiling fan off because I'm getting cold. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got Dr. G over here for me too. While he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and grab the other song. You were quicker than I thought you were going to be.
So another artist I sent you, another songwriter that I sent you is a really great friend of mine out of Texas, Mr. Paul Staggs. He actually he has like a prison ministry type deal too. I met him through Tammy Marlar. Tammy Marlar does a music camp every year in Texarkana. Tammy Marlar is also co-write on, I believe, 2, if not 3, of Billy Joe's number ones, Texas hits. So I met Tammy through TikTok, and then I went to one of her camps and met Paul, and Paul and I hit it off. We talk all the time. He's got one that's the one of them I sent you that was No Town No More, I believe is the name of it. Yeah, that is his latest one that he's trying to. Again, it's an AI concept, but so it's not Paul's voice, but Paul can sing, and he's one heck of a writer. But that is his newest one that he's trying to push out to pitch to artists. So
well, let's grab that one. Let's grab No Town No More by Paul Staggs here with Red Dirt Disciple, Red himself. You're on BSG, the beat and the business. Here we are.
The streets are all empty, and the stores are all closed. The old mill shut down.
That's actually him singing. This is Paul. Yeah.
And the workers moved on. The church house sits empty, with no open doors, with no hallelujahs shouting back to you, and no praise the Lord. It's a solemn reminder and the memories start fading. We all pay the price. What people call progress, we call remorse. When your hometown ain't no town anymore. Well, there's one bar still open with a few hanging round. Know all the history and all of the mystery of our little town. They got 5 generations buried right up the road. Then we all raise a glass to our glorious past and the future unknown. It's a solemn reminder what a town of life, and the memories start fading. We all pay the price. What people call progress, we call remorse. When your hometown ain't no town anymore. Oh, when your hometown ain't no town anymore.
Red, I could tell that literally was like I was listening. I was like, "That's actually Paul, right?" That was as raw and beautiful. That was a beautiful song.
He had sent me an AI concept of that too, and I thought that's the one I sent. So, but it's great because I mean, I can jam with Paul all night. Like he's just one of those type guys. It's just
he's good.
He loves to sit around, play, pick guitar, sing, and
he wrote that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I love it.
Yeah, it's for me. It's when I hear 2 good songs, like one song back to back, it's not usually common, but that was, you could really feel the there's a lot of
It's a lot of emotion.
Yeah, a lot, and again, lyrically, I can follow the story, and you can feel kind of the pain about the town, and it's like, so I'm like, man, I was like, wow, it was pretty captivating, and I'm saying that completely honestly. So kudos to him. He recorded that.
He's brutally honest.
Yeah, that was just him acoustic on his just recording right straight onto his phone. Yeah.
Oh, that's why it was so. And I saw an interview with this producer the other day. He says that one of the reasons the music scene nowadays, whether it just in a lot of genres, what's happening, why everything's perfect. It's too perfect. The voice modulators. It's hard for people live now to kind of
too many plugins, too many auto tunes, too many
auto tune live.
Yeah.
And back years ago, it was like when you used to perform, you didn't know what to expect. Was that artistry. Even those flaws. There was something very. What's a good way of describing it? Something very genuine, almost beautiful about it. You know what I'm saying? It was real. It was coming from, and that's what this reminded me of. It was raw emotion. It was as honest as it gets. And I'll take that recording right there with his vocals and through the phone and the way he played it. Then I think it won't be as impactful for me as if you're or he goes to a studio and records the guitar first and then sings it. It might lose some of that magic. Again, in my humble opinion, maybe I'm sure it'll be great either way, but it was that.
I tell artists this all the time since you brought that up, like especially new ones starting out, the first thing they want to do is I want to record a song. Let's record a song. Man, in my opinion, and this actually come from a good friend of mine, Jack Brassfield, another songwriter out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and another great songwriter. I wish I had a couple of his demos. I do not, but his son Jackson Ray is a country artist, actually Texas country artist, in fact. And but Jack told me one time, and I've passed this on to other artists because it really makes sense. The best thing a new artist could do is, yeah, get in and record, but don't record full band. Give the world an introduction to yourself. This is me. This is raw. Go in,
Yeah.
record an acoustic demo, and release an EP of 3 to 5 songs acoustically. This is Red Dirt Disciple music. This is me, and that is a really great way to connect with your audience.
Yeah.
Because they're getting the real you.
And that's, I can't stress that enough. Even you go to different genres, like I know this is going to be completely left field, but I don't know if you've ever heard of Depeche Mode. They're kind of very big.
Yeah.
Well, believe it or not, people think they're all synth. And you know how I'm trying to remember the name of Martin Gore. He's the main songwriter.
Yeah.
You know how he writes those songs first that are all very synthed out? He writes them on acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So think about that. And then you hear a lot of the keyboard and the synth, but it all starts on acoustic and a vocal melody. And believe it or not, the whole band plays guitars and bass and drums. It's just not, but they really got that synth. So it translates to that. And that's why Depeche Mode is very recognized globally.
Yeah.
Maybe in my opinion, they have good songs too. I mean, as you can see, I'm not, it doesn't matter what kind of genre you're in. You can recognize what a good song is.
Yeah.
Transferring genres and stuff. And another thing, Red, and management, and you kind of touched upon that. And I especially with artists starting out, I was actually telling this to the guests last week. There needs to be a certain amount of quality control with the songwriting, because artists can tend to be very enamored with what they're doing at first because they're very excited. And there's good points to it, but I mean, at least for me, I've always been my own worst horrific critic. Yeah. It's kind of, benefited me because everything I usually do first, I think, oh, that's crap. What I mean? And I'm not like Tracy, who's just a juggernaut. She puts out, that's another person that puts out one great song after the other. I'm like, man, what is going on with this lady? I mean, she's like I always say every show, she's like the Captain Kirk in her little studio there, doing like a million things at one time. You don't even notice it. But
I can't wait. I think there's going to be a day where her and I are in studio together doing some stuff. I can't wait.
Well, I can't wait to see it. This guy, he's talking about me, and I'm like, y'all really need to understand what this guy can do. So it's funny, Ralph, you're always looking at me and saying, I'm like looking at you and going, well, boy, this one I've seen play like some stages that just could knock you down any genre.
Yeah. Let's say that at least this hopefully is a bona fide mutual admiration society.
Okay.
Of good people. No, in a good way. I'm going to tell you Red, being a manager, and this is what ends up happening a lot in a lot of these groups, at least locally down here in South Florida, locally, what happens is that, the artists get together and every song is like a masterpiece. Everybody's like, oh, that's great. You're not doing an artist a favor if that's not the case.
Not at all. I'm brutally honest, and I will tell you, if you can't take constructive criticism, you're in the wrong business and you're talking to the wrong guy.
Ciao.
Yes.
And you have to be open. Listen, I'll always be grateful to the producers like Steve Roydstein and James Wisner, who really, and they were tough, but man, I learned so much from them. We were just, we just tried to absorb as much as possible, and artists need to have that kind of perspective, especially from management point of view, or another artist that's already someone you can say bona fide, and take constructive criticism. And look, it's like I tell them sometimes, the song has potential. Sometimes it's just a minor chord change, from a minor to major, or vice versa, or a lyrical or something. It doesn't have to be that dramatic or a complete overhaul, but they have to be open to it. And you as a manager, it's up to you to be that gatekeeper, because they can write a ton of songs, but how many of those are really going to resonate? And I'm always stressing that because you want to put out the best material that you can.
Not every song needs a conclusion. Maybe it just needs a tell.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
or you just need to put a bridge in there with a tell, or
And you need to be that quality control. It has to go through some different ears to say, that song works. And that's where you're getting some quality stuff. I mean, Dr. G, you should hear her. She tears us down. She goes, that sucks. I mean, she just boom. Okay. All right. She's over there saying is like why? But yes, but and I'm like, okay, I already know that because I'm my own worst critic, and we go back to the writing board. But yeah, even ourselves who've kind of been around, I still like putting our songs out through some different filters to make sure to keep you humble. So that's always the advice I give a lot of artists and younger artists, because if we still do it, come on,
absolutely.
And that's the best way for you to have the best representation of your artist, knowing that you're putting out there that you could songs that you can just 100% support and push out there without thinking twice.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really enjoying this, and it's already been an hour. I'm just going to keep going. Like
I was telling you, this is what happens. So, we're out here, we're on air right now. We have 2 hours that we fill for our wonderful stations for KERB 99.9 One Star Radio, HTTV, and HMG. We love all of our stations. They're looking at me and asking for the next bit of music we're going to put out. They love listening to the conversation. So do I. Yeah. And they've already said that I apparently wrote a whole nother song in the middle of jumping on tonight. And I'm like, who's in my house?
I'm sure you did. It wouldn't surprise
Somebody knows me too well.
Yeah. If you want to play another song, I'm curious to know what Ralph's going to think about the Skinny. Kind of want to give at least one of each of the three I sent over to you, the three songwriters. Again, AI concept. Skinny's one of those type guys, man. He's this dude's got a catalog a mile long, and I feel like he's also been taken advantage of several times by Nashville, things of that nature, man. And him and I hit it off really good. And I said, Skinny, send me a couple of your songs, man, because I want to introduce you to the boot stars and guitarist people. And so it doesn't, let's see, which one did I send you? I think there's one about
Burning Wings and the Burning Wings and the Cowboy.
Burning Wings, I believe, is the one I want you to hear first.
All right, that's Burning Wings by SKYNNY. When you go to spell that, SKYNNY, right there by Skinny. It is the Cowboy that we are going to play, or it is Burning Wings. It's Burning Wings.
Yeah, Burning Wings.
Yeah, Burning Wings by Skinny. Thank you. Thank you, production.
Don't you know I want you more than words could ever say? Don't you see I'm trying, though I don't know if you feel this way. Every step is heavy, every breath a fight, but I keep on climbing just to reach your light. I ain't perfect, no, I ain't whole, but I give you every piece of my soul. Don't you know my wings are burning? How am I supposed to fly when I'm falling? My heart keeps on yearning. Baby, please don't make me say goodbye. Don't you know my wings are burning? They're burning tonight. I built a castle, but it's crumbling just like broken glass. I wrote you a love song, but still you'd rather wear that mask. I'd paint you a sunset just to match your eyes, but it's like you're always looking down. It's like I'm always out of sight. I ain't asking for the world tonight, just a little flicker, just a little spark, just asking for a moment in your heart. Don't you know my wings are burning? How am I supposed to fly when I'm falling? My heart keeps on yearning. Baby, please, please don't make me say goodbye. Don't you know my wings are burning? They're burning. Don't you see I'm trying so hard? Baby, please just let down your guard. You're killing me, you make this so hard. Don't you know my wings are burning? How am I supposed to fly when I'm falling? Oh, my heart keeps yearning. Baby, please, please don't make me say goodbye. Don't you know my wings are burning? They're burning tonight. My wings are burning. They're burning. Burning for you tonight.
I'll tell you something about Skinny too that he's got figured out is he's figured out a way to track his vocals and put them in Suno. And Suno
Yeah.
does change it a little bit, but at least it's his vocals. Like he's got it figured out. And the dude can write. The dude can write. I want your take on it though, Ralph. I mean, give it to me, buddy.
Well, are you representing all three artists that we've heard tonight? I hope you are.
These are just songwriters. I mean, they're just songwriters that are in my network that, you know, I really believe in. I really believe in them. I believe in their songwriting skills, and I believe that they just haven't had the right ears to hear their music,
Well,
and some of them have had the right ears to hear their music, but been taken advantage of. Right.
well, I'm hoping I can be of help because you see, and Tracy knows this about me and other people. I love music and I'm an artist and musician. I've always had a dream of being like an A&R guy. I would love to have been, that have be like a part-time thing. Put my A&R hat when I'm playing at shows. I'm seeing other bands, other artists. I'm always assessing. Like, might say, okay, does this artist have enough like interesting, little points? It doesn't have to be dramatic. It has to be just enough of a differential to separate yourself from the other artists.
Yeah.
And I always put that A&R hat on, and I'm not saying this again to make you feel, but I'm telling you straight out, all three songs are great. This song, what I loved about it, again, it had the atmosphere. it had space. It had that spatial, like with that with those, I guess, dubbed guitars that would come in like a little bit of a steel guitar, and then just the spacing and how his vocals, the melody just carried the song. And again, another common theme that it had with the other two songs, really good lyrics.
Yeah.
And then the fluidity, because you see, there's a certain in songwriting, and Tracy is a master at this, okay? And I try to follow, okay? But when you're writing a song, especially in lyrics, you want to have a certain fluidity, you know, where it's like I can't remember the exact word. It's the enunciation, you know, and just how it comes off the tongue. It's almost musical, you know. It's natural, you know, and that's not easy to do. Finding the right words where it has meaning, and you have one we call it. But that was, and then when he went higher register, he had a little bit of that rasp. I was like, whoa. So, and again, me personally, if I was an A&R guy, or I would say I would almost dread definitely this song and the previous one to add any more instrumentation, because it might take away from that kind of feel. I would put it out just like that. I mean, you want to do a couple little fixings here and there, but I wouldn't change much because it emotes. You want when you talk about songs to emote that feeling. You know, you want to. I got caught up, which, man, it's you know, with the lyrics. Listen, like, man, this is good, and you get immersed.
Draws you in, like you just, you know, and that's what I look for in writing too. Is that story? Is it going to suck me in? Can I tell what's going on? Can I connect to that song? And I can't necessarily connect to that song because of the hurt and stuff in it, but I know music well enough to know that I can't relate to it, but I can feel it, right? And so,
yeah, it has to emote somehow, like you said, you know, you may not understand, but there's something that draws you to it.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And that's that's the artistry. You may not pinpoint what it is, but there's something to it. And I saw Biggie Paul giving it a thumbs up. He's got good taste too. So I'm like, he said the lyrics were fantastic, and I agree. All three songs, you know, but this song also was just again. I mean, I would definitely be representing those three guys if I were you, you know, and because
I'm trying to help them get their music out there in the right hands, you know, to, you know, the right artists to be able to take those songs on and make them their own. And
so. And Red, you know, it's so hard in this business because, you know what, this is the thing, the competition is tough. You have a lot of talented people out there and a lot of great songs out there so, you know, you have to really. It's like at least like what our manager, Dr. G, says. Sometimes you have to, you need some luck, but sometimes you need to put yourself where luck finds you. You know, that you put yourself there, and at least for me, and I'm a guy that my genre is more, you know, rock. You know, and Tracy, I have a little bit of a country outlaw country that Dad used to listen to. So I have that affinity, so I can grab that, have enough of appreciation where I can hear, you know, in the what stands out for me, what's different in country. You know, for country, for me, I'm very selective.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And I mean, it's like there's a lot of it, especially back at maybe early 2000. It became so commercial or something. I was like, I'm like, but like I'm sorry, but like outlaw country, I love because what did it do? It emote. It was real.
Yeah.
You know, these guys meant business. They didn't care what you thought, whatever. That's why it was all outlaw country. And then these three artists that I heard from you, this is what they are, who they are. They're unapologetic about it. You know? And man, you're surrounded with some really good songwriters. And another common theme that all three of them have, they can all sing really good.
Yeah.
That's another.
I actually like their voices. So that was Skinny that we just heard, SKYNNY, and on Skinny, that's his voice to that song, or no?
So he, I believe that particular one, he said that he tracked his vocals and uploaded them into Suno.
Yeah. And so a lot of people ask me that question, and that's what I do. So I can track my vocals, send them off, like Ralph, 100 Meter Scream. They've actually had one of my songs that they did And so collaborating, out in Nashville, I grew up in Nashville. Nashville, you can throw a rock and hit like a songwriting group, right?
Yeah.
But out
Yeah.
here in Texas, Oklahoma, stretches together in music, it's not as common. However, we are trying, like, that is one of the things I'm trying to pull in on our foundation side, and that is the creative side, the writing, the songwriting. So we've got a lot of songwriters in so songwriting retreats, just different things, to help people. A lot of things in our foundation are for artists. It is not just for survivors of the fallen. It's community impact, our youth, foster children, everything from a foster kid in the community that we need to be back into, to an artist down on their luck, to an individual in need, to the community that just needs lifted up. So everything that we're doing, we're always looking for who's in the community and what is going on. But that songwriting part, songwriting retreat, that's going to happen. That's like a dream. I want to see a songwriting retreat. Like, that would just be old school too. Just get out there like I'm doing over here. Like, well, I will bring my phone. I'll bring my phone, but I definitely would love to see that happen. And I like everything in here and everything that you've all talked about. I noticed we have a couple more songs to go in here. I'm watching the time for us.
Quick, Trace, let me amend to my former statement. And it's just not country where it becomes so commercialized. That happened in metal. You get a corporate metal, corporate pop.
Corporate, pop's bad about it. Very bad.
So same thing with country. It became commercial and corporate. It just, in my taste, and the same thing happened with all the different genres. And that's, especially nowadays, that's where you don't want to go. And that was what was refreshing about the three artists there and those three songs. It definitely veered away from that. So
and I mean, I can kind of elaborate. So kind of what I'm seeing in all the places I've been and the people I've visited with, and even studios in Nashville, and this there's this shift happening again, and people are getting back to where they want that authenticity. Like, they want that connection, right? And so I'm seeing this shift, and I'm seeing all these artists come from different areas, and they're not living in Nashville, but they're going to Nashville to record, and it's catching attention in Nashville, right? But I believe it. I really feel like it's shifting back to that authenticity. Like, and I mean, and if you look at what Ella Langley just did, right? I mean, she took one of the most simplest country songs that you can do, and she blew it up and broke records and still holding records. And I mean, so that, if that didn't speak volumes, for people want authenticity. They want good original music, not not manufactured robot music. You know what I mean? Like, I guess they're just pumping it left and right, It's just so commercialized, like you said.
I mean, look at these pop artists. They have like 5, 6 producers on one song, and that song's not even good. What's that all about? So it's just
I mean, where's our Michael Jackson's at, right? I mean,
he
was original. He kept up with the times. He made changes, and and everybody loved everything he ever put out. I mean, it's like,
but Red, even beyond Michael Jackson, I'm talking like even lower tier artists. I mean, back in the 80s, whether it was new wave or whether it was punk, there was something distinct about almost every band or artist. Of course, there were some similarities, but there was that small differential that separated you from the other artists in other band. And I think that was lost, in my personal opinion, once we got into the 2000s, maybe the earlier 2000s. It's like after
kind of towards the end of the 90s. I'll agree with you.
It just everything became just mainstream, like just everybody sounded the same. It was a congregation of a lot of things, like you said, the auto tuning, everything was too perfect. The songwriting, everybody wanted like just mainstream, just but I'm glad to hear what you said, that people are starting to go back to the original.
I feel that way, and I feel like I'm starting to see that myself.
Yeah.
I may be wrong. I have others
hope
that
not.
agree with me.
I hope
so
not.
I hope not either. So if you want to, Tracy, you can continue on and play Skinny's other one, the Cowboy, and then we can just then we can, if you want to play
Come
the other
back.
two. Yeah, yeah,
Sounds good to me. And it's called The Cowboy, and it is
yeah.
by Skinny again. And again, that's SKYNNY. Check this out, The Cowboy.
Cowboys have demons and thousands of reasons. They don't trust the ways of this world. Yeah, he'll play the hero and come out of zero just to see the smile on his girl. He'll break his own heart, knows damn well it ain't smart. But tomorrow he'll do it again. He'll trade all his comforts and he'll quietly suffer as he swallows the pain with a grin. No, cowboys ain't easy to love, and they're harder to hold. Yeah, he's tough as leather, but you won't find better. He don't mind the weather, he's seen some hard times, gone half out of his mind. But that's the life of a cowboy, you know. You know. He's hell-bent on riding, and he ain't scared of fighting. And there's sometimes he's best left alone. He ain't built for the city, and he likes sipping whiskey. But he'll dance a slow dance if you want. No, cowboys ain't easy to love, and they're harder to hold. Yeah, he's tough as leather, but you won't find better. He don't mind the weather, he's seen some hard times, gone half out of his mind. But that's the life of a cowboy, you know. Oh, you know. He'll wear that old hat, and no matter where he's at, you can bet your ass he'll never change. Chasing them wild horses till things run their courses. Oh, he'll take his secrets to his grave. No, cowboys ain't easy to love, and they're harder to hold. Yeah, he's tough as leather, but you won't find better. And he don't mind the weather, he's seen some hard times, gone half out of his mind. But that's the life of a cowboy, you know. You know. That's just the life of a cowboy. I know.
I absolutely love that song. Do you know what I heard? What I heard is a beautiful song, and a song that would be a massive duet to come in there with a male and a female on that song.
It's
just
funny you
heard a
said that
song.
because I was getting ready to say there's only really one thing I'd change about that song, and I would
Yes.
make it a duet. And
Yeah.
here's the thing, like Skinny and I talked about that, and he had somebody in Nashville tell him flat out that nobody wants duets. I'm like, whoa, what? Wait a minute, come on. So
Yeah.
yes,
We don't
perfect
listen
song
to
for a
them.
duet. At bare minimum, if he didn't do that, some female harmonies.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
definitely.
yeah, absolutely.
That's exactly what I heard. I was like, I heard a great song, I heard great lyrics, and I went, oh shoot, this as a duet would be on fire. So
Absolutely.
I literally have like certain words. Like he has his
He
corner down here now.
he's gonna be happy to hear that because I think he was thinking about making this a duet.
Well,
So
he should. He really should. I like from what I heard, even if it's background coming in,
yeah,
I heard it in that song. It's like living and breathing in the song. So I loved
yeah.
every minute of it. I want to
Yeah,
try to get in another one too.
yeah. But
On
before
the
before you go, Tracy, with that, I was okay. I'll say this is going to be the fourth song. I said, okay, this is the one that's going to suck. That's why I thought, okay. And man, I'm like, wait, hold on a second here. Let me tell you something. If Bon Jovi was smart, he would cover that song and forget "Wanted Dead or Alive," because this is the real deal. Okay,
Yeah,
and I love the guitar, and I even heard I think of one or two minor chords in there. I'm like, whoa, which gives it that kind of
yeah,
again, it evokes that kind of a little bit of dark and the atmosphere, and again, melodic.
yeah,
That's what the common theme of all the artists you've had in Skinny is. It's again melodic. That
yeah,
to me was essential, and then great vocals and the lyrics. Again, they were really good. They were
yeah,
superb. So it had all those elements, and yeah, and I love the solo. You know, I love the solo and just in the dynamics of the song. That's why you got to tell the younger artists
yeah,
these songs could be a tutorial for them, especially if
yeah,
they're trying to do red dirt or
yeah.
anything like that. It's
Absolutely.
about this is how songs should have dynamics where you bring it down, you bring it up because that also creates the feel, you know, the feeling, dynamics.
Yeah,
So yeah, and look again. And I've heard some really good songs and good artists while I've been co-hosting, which I'm privileged to say. I thank Tracy for having me on, but I gotta say, you know, these three dudes, um, yeah,
they can write. They
they
can
got they
write.
got
They got some lyrics.
they
So
got
for
something
sure.
going on. Look,
Yeah,
I'm not so much into in the country market. I mean, I know, like I said, I got limited knowledge, especially with the outlaw and stuff. And I did a
yeah,
cover of "Crazy," you know, from Willie Nelson, that's while you were having technical difficulty, which was produced by the great Danny Jones. Did a great job, but I was asking myself when I was hearing that song, even the other ones, man, why can't this be a hit, like a country hit? Now
yeah,
I don't know the answer to that, but I mean, if it kind of catches my attention, which I'm kind of like somewhat outside of the genre, even though I have an appreciation, you know, I can only imagine all the other people who are really immersed in the genre. So I don't know. I guess it's just I guess like what you said earlier in the interview, the gatekeepers. That you know what?
yeah,
The
yeah,
gatekeepers. And
yeah,
I think that's part of the problem, uh, Red. It's that the gatekeepers sometimes decide what will be a hit or what won't, or what kind of gets through, you know, because sometimes you ask yourself, man, this is a great song. Why isn't this doing better? And then you hear songs that are somewhat a little bit more subpar, and
yeah.
you're like, why is this a hit? You know, so I guess it goes back to the Gandalfs with the big say, "You shall not pass."
You shall not pass.
I
I think,
liked that voice. I
yeah,
like your conversation. I love it.
yeah,
You shall
wow,
not pass. No, the
Yeah,
whole duet thing, I'm getting message like, don't listen to really honestly, listen less to people. Learn how to take the constructive criticism, but never, ever, ever take on someone else's meaning of your own work and let it detour you. No,
yeah,
it is absolutely correct. Duets, whether you're songwriting with someone and you've got three different people on that song, I'd rather have a piece of a song out
how
there
many?
than
I
have
mean,
nothing.
the thing that blows my mind about that statement is how many great songs are out there that hit #1 that are duets? Like, who in their right mind in Nashville would say nobody wants duets? Like, it doesn't
even
even.
even Ozzy
Yeah,
Osbourne had a duet with Lita Ford, and that
yes,
was a great
it was.
song.
It was huge. It was
Great
huge.
song.
Yes.
And people loved it. Didn't matter what kind of genre
Yeah.
in the metal they were, thrash
Yeah.
metal, just regular metal, even rock. They loved that song. I mean, and they both sounded great.
Okay,
Yes.
Sometimes again, these so-called experts up there at the gatekeeping building,
Gatekeeping Central.
yeah, gatekeeping central. It's just baffling. I would disregard that. I would follow your instincts. And Tracy's got great instincts. And I wouldn't want to nominate anybody, but one of the best singers I've heard in the genre is right here. But I can only I can only
right
imagine.
there. Ralph Miguel on the show tonight with BSG, Booth Stars Guitars. You're on right now with the beat and the business. The beat and the business is behind the music business. There's a whole lot you need to know other than just jumping up and going to play. So there's a whole lot more, just like any business, that we want to try to give to you. And that is what this show is about. So the beat and the business will bring you an opportunity to meet other people who've actually they're somewhere in the industry of what we're all doing. So we're talking songwriting right now. You've got major songwriting with all three of us. We're all three like in that lane. And then Ralph, I mean, you are the ultimate like on stage and have been for many years. So I wouldn't point at me. I would definitely point at Ralph and say, he's definitely great at constructive criticism. Anytime I have a song and I shoot off at least 20 at a time, I send them. Dr. G and I are both partners. I mean, anything I do, I mean, she'll get like boom, boom, boom. She'll get hit with them all, and then she'll come back and go, I like this one. So I'll pull one back. But that's just like I just listen. Writing and music is medicinal. There's several things throughout my life. It's a universal language, our music. And it's therapeutic. It's very healing. And, even when I was going through one of the worst things in the world, losing my son that was serving, the reason that I write so much is it's a therapeutic outlet for me, and it's very healing. So writing to me is more than just creating the song. It's also creating the life inside of it. So I know that sounds silly, but in me, it's just like a breathing thing. It's like I just have to do it. I can't not do it.
Yeah.
I don't know another way. I know pray. I got that one down. And pray and write your songs, Tracy. Like that.
There you
that
go.
Will work.
There you go. Prayer is the most important part.
That and raise my kids to go down the right, whatever their path looks like, but just healthy and happy. There you go.
Yeah.
The most simple advice nowadays is what I give. I see production is pulling up stuff. So actually I also have in here, I could, so Whisper to Jesus. I haven't heard that in ages. I actually read, I want you to watch the time and keep up with your time and let us know when you're
I'm good. Let's go ahead and do the other two songs, and because I'm really digging Ralph's reaction on all this for sure.
Oh yeah. Let's see. And he'll tell you the truth. So is it Living and Feeling Alive?
Yeah.
Living and Feeling Alive. This is Paul Staggs. I'm going to go ahead and play this, and then we'll tune in right after and see what you think.
She likes the darkness and low-hanging clouds, starting small fires and putting them out, and she crawls into bed around 2:30 When it gets 9:30, I'm turning off lights. 'Cause I'm up drinking coffee at 4:45 in that place where good love and good judgment collide. Somewhere between living and feeling alive. She's never been chained to that old 9 to 5. A gentle, free spirit with fire in her eye. While I'm stuck making dollars and living on dime. Somewhere between living and feeling alive. Well, she's never been chained to that old 9 to 5. Gentle, free spirit with fire in her eye. Well, I'm stuck making dollars and living on dime. Somewhere between living and feeling alive. Well, I've tried to understand the best that I can. But I'm here at the factory just like my old man. I'll be punching this clock till the day that I die. Somewhere between living and feeling alive. I'm somewhere between living and feeling alive.
They don't get no
Hey.
more raw than that.
I was gonna say, I mean, with each one that comes in, and it's raw, it's the emotion, it's true.
Yeah.
I love every bit of it.
And it's
So-
a story. It's a storytelling, and now I figured out also why I'm kind of enjoying that all of these artists have. So sometimes there's an issue with singers like enunciation. You can't really understand what word they all
Yeah.
enunciate well, so you're able to follow the story.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I'm able to hear like almost everyone. I'm like, oh wow, okay, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then at the same time, they're evoking that emotion
Yeah.
and the passion to the song. This one was probably the most raw of them all.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of the second song that she played that had that kind of like acoustic. It was kind of in that vein, probably even a little
Yeah.
more raw. But you can hear you can't what's the word? You can't fake what he's singing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you see what I'm trying
You
to say?
can't manufacture it. You
No,
can't
that-
manufacture like the
Paul's
ache.
big on enunciation. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. There's a delay, I think, because every time I try to talk, it's like I'm sorry.
Nope, it's working.
Yeah. So no, we've talked about that, Paul. Like, he's big on it, and I've had him work with some younger artists and stuff, and or listen to some younger artists, and he's like, they're good at this, but they need to enunciate. They need to enunciate better and more clear, because it means a lot of difference in a song,
It makes
especially
a
a
huge
storytelling
difference.
song. Yeah, yeah.
A huge, especially for this particular genre. Is all
Yeah.
these songs is this kind of in the red dirt category? Is this kind
There
of
he
red dirt
is.
music?
I mean, yeah, I mean, like, Paul is more like red dirt Texas country. The other, I mean, and Tyler really is kind of too, but I think Tyler's a little diverse. He can go different directions. Skinny can do outlaw to red dirt to country rock to southern rock. I mean, you name it. He's very diverse in what he can do as far as his style of writing. So,
well, I guess why I like why it resonates in every and again this is a rarity. It's because again to me it kind of reminds me a bit of that element of outlaw country, which is you're genuine.
Yeah, you're genuine. Yeah,
and each song has been genuine. And again, and every artist has enunciated really well. I've been able to follow every song, like wow, which is right. And even Dr. G, when we played out and we have some of the other bands that we know and some of the singers, they can sing well, but she will give free advice, which is really like, you got to enunciate, and they just kind of like yeah. They don't get it, and that's I gotta say that I'm glad that they're cognizant of that, because that is so important, and to enunciate with feeling and passion like that, that's where you're gonna connect.
Right on, man. I dig it, dude. I love it. Thank you.
Digs
I appreciate it.
He digs it, dude. As we're still on here with Boots, Stars, Guitars, that is BSG, the beat and the business. We're live right now with Red from Red Dirt Disciple, Ralph Miguel, 100 Meter Scream, myself, Tracy Two Steps, shouting it out. I think we have one more in here.
Yeah, one more from Tyler Summers.
That's what I'm looking at, and I think it's One Stop, right?
Yep.
Okay, we've got One Stop in here with Tyler Summers, and again, that is Somers. I want you to do our artists correct. When you're going to find their music, you got to make sure that you're moving that music digitally.
This is going to be his. This is definitely going to be his lyrics, not his vocals. This is an AI.
Okay, here we go with One Stop. Pay attention to the song that is written right here, Tyler Summers.
I'll buy you some flowers. Can you put on that dress? I'm coming home, babe. Been on the road and worked half to death. Get paid by the hour, but I'm rich from your love. Been missing you, dear. My truck is in gear and I'm hitching you up. There's just one stop that I gotta go make, so I can ask for her hand. There's just one stop that I gotta go make. I'm scared as a vandal who's out on the run. The sirens that sound is my heart when it pounds. I know you're the one. And there's just one stop that I gotta go make, so I can ask for your hand. There's just one stop that I gotta go make. I'll drive to a field of sunflowers. I know they're your favorite one. When my knee hits the ground, I will give you a crown. Forever will you be my queen. There's just one stop that I gotta go make. Stop where I get a handshake. It's all in the plan. That's the stop that I gotta go make.
immediately, I'm like, this topic is not out there enough in the music lane. This topic needs to be out there a lot more. So, a good wedding song and a good engagement, asking for a hand in marriage. And like, that is right on.
I don't
par
think
right there.
Tyler has written a song yet that I haven't wanted to sing myself.
Yeah.
It's that, and him and I have that connection. Like, so I really see that if I was to ever record anything more than a couple of songs, they would probably all come from him or co-written by me and him. Like,
Yeah.
we just have that connection. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, the lyrics are very good, especially for that kind of content. Because sometimes you have to have a good writer when you're writing about that, like Tracy said, because sometimes, and this can be in any genre, you can kind of go into Cheeseville. It can be a little tacky. They're trying too hard. But the way he wrote it was, again, man, there's no substitute for genuine. See, I'm trying to say, if you really mean what you're saying, and you got that skill to like, you kind of, really convey that.
Yeah.
That's just, and again, I was listening to the lyrics, and I guess that was his lyrics, but that was AI.
Yeah, it was AI vocals, but his lyrics, yeah.
And the music was
AI.
Yeah. Wow, that's scary. That's scary because that was good. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's it's kind of bittersweet.
Well, I mean, I think even using like Suno, people can overproduce, right? It's all how you prompt it. So even just doing AI concepts, I hear a lot of overproduced songs. It's like, you overdid it, So I mean,
what I liked about that song also, I liked that it was shorter, and I love the ending.
Yeah.
And I love the ending.
Oh, definitely, like, especially with some of Skinny songs. I mean, there definitely needs to be some radio edits. If an artist was to take his songs, they'd want to do a radio edit because most of Skinny songs are pretty long. And he says that all the time. He's like, and he's like, I need to do a radio edit version of this one. Yeah.
And then you got your EP or album or whatever, and so then you can have it as long as you want. But usually for radio the magic number used to be like what, 3 minutes 30 seconds.
Right.
And I know in rock it's kind of gone down to the point where they wanted like 2-minute songs, 2:30.
2:38.
Yeah, 2:30. It's ridiculous.
2:38 is right there in the good area, and then if you hit about 3 and under is what they like if you want to do a radio edit. I love every bit of this that we're into tonight. And Chief, I know you have one that you want to put in this show. You put a lot of work into this show. I don't think it should be whispered. I don't think it should be whispered to Jesus. We could do To This End, John 18:37. And John 18:37 is something I think to lift up everybody, but he's scrolling it across my screen. I see it. But I think that To This End is more put together. But Ralph, I'm going to let you break the tie on this one. You can do To This End, John 18:37. He's pulling up Whisper to Jesus, or a lot of what's in here, especially Just My Way. Just wanting to get one of these songs in. So I'm willing to pick one.
And I was hoping to hear one. So,
well, that's why I'm saying, like, I would rather it be, you've got Just My Way, and we were running out of time to think. So we're on air. We're in radio, TV, eyes, ears, everybody out there opening. It's either Just My Way.
There you go.
Or Whisper to Jesus. As I whisper. Or To This End.
Everybody's born for something.
Take your pick.
Just go with the first one. I kind of like the way the first one was kicking
I knew
out.
you would. Just My Way.
Let's go.
I didn't leave, I just went ahead. 2 steps forward. you said. Spin me round, don't let me fade. I'm still here, just my way. Step, you're right on time, didn't break, just been a little. Life keeps playing that same old fiddle. If you feel me in the rhythm, stay, we're dancing through it my way. I didn't leave, I just went ahead. 2 steps forward in the words you said. Spin me round, don't let me fade. I'm still here, just my way. Every hand that you reach and hold, every story that gets retold, every heart that you help stand tall, that's me. And all of it all, love don't end when the lights go low. It finds a beat and it lets you know when the band plays on, don't walk away. You feel that pull, that's my way. Clap 1 time, feel it in your chest. Clap 2 times, don't you second guess. Turn it out, let the whole world see. Love don't die, it just dances free. I didn't leave, I just went ahead. 2 steps forward in the words you said. Spin me round, don't let me fade. I'm still here, just my way. Not gone, just my way. Not gone, just my way.
Do me a favor and bear with me, folks. Here, I'm going to do Whisper to Jesus. That is not me. My hands are right here. My hands are right here. If I do not play Whisper to Jesus, my production person that is back here is going to not do as much work as he does. And he does a lot of work. So I'm getting messages over here that I better fit this in. Here it is, Whisper to Jesus. Hang with us, Red.
Jesus,
got
do
you.
you hear me as I whisper and look up to the sky? The clouds drift slowly, but they don't reply. I'm searching for a flicker, a spark in the gray, something to convince me they found their way. Please, Jesus, can you send me a sign? A nod from above to say we're fine. My heart feels heavy like a storm rolling in. Please, Jesus, tell me where to begin with whispers to you. Jesus, send me a sign. Jesus, please. There's a silence that feels longer today. Shadows dance where the sun used to play. I'm holding on tight, but the rope's wearing thin. Hoping for a whisper, cutting through the din. Whispers. Is everything as it should be? I don't know. The world spins fast, but my own feels slow. I'm trying to catch the rhythm of your tune. please. Maybe your answers are written in the rain, in the quiet moments that ease my pain. And when the world seems to crumble apart, let me feel the warmth of your steady heart. Thank you, Jesus, for the whispers.
There you are. Shout out to Chief.
I don't know why you didn't want to play. Chief, thank you. Thank you for playing that song, bro. I got to talk to Chief on the phone quite a bit today, and I love that dude.
Oh, Chief is a big part of everything going on here. So, yeah. I mean, you're in good hands. When I've got you in touch with him, you're in great hands, actually. So I knew exactly where to point you so that we can all stay connected ongoing. And this is great. So what we'll do is we'll cut out the first 5 to 7 minutes, and we're live right here. You've all got us. We're on the radio with you. We are coming out to you on HGTV out there. Henry Turner Jr. himself, the blues legend. We'll get some blues going on in here too. But every genre, every mix, everything you can think of. Our partners in radio, our partners actually in the CMA of Texas. We have some big news coming out. We have chosen an artist. I'll wait. There'll be a press release that will come out from Two-Step Foundation. But that is a big thing that'll happen here in Texas, actually. And Red, I'll have to send you the information, the date, the location, and then we'll go on stage and actually give this to an artist. I got it last year, and then we turned it around in the foundation, and we seek out someone within the community, somebody that's deserving of that. So the Sergeant Two-Step Award, and that is with the CMA. So I want to say thank you to them, and thank you to all of you and our partners out there tonight. And have you, Ralph, help wrap up the show. You yourself, Red Dirt Disciple, on tonight live with us with BSG, which is Boots, Stars, Guitars, with the beat and the business. You always need the business behind the music. Take us out, both of you.
All right, there we go. You got it right here. Boots, Stars, and Guitars, guys. Remember, Jesus loves you. I love you. Stay humble. Hustle hard. Let's go, y'all.
I like that, Ralph.
I concur. I mean, it can't be said any better than that. So,
well, he did it. There you go. Stand by, Red. Do not go anywhere. Stand by. Thank you all for tuning in. I agree.
Little bit reckless, you can't hang, you can't handle Texas.